Do not speak to David de Gea about clean sheets. Ahead of this weekend's visit to Tottenham, the Manchester United stopper sits on 3 for the campaign, 9 less than he'd amassed at the same stage last season. A whopping 14 goalkeepers boast a better shutout record than de Gea this term, half of which belong to clubs currently in the bottom half of the table. That's that then. De Gea's lost it. Forget the hype. He's overrated. Or at least that's the argument I'm presented with every time I bite on the inevitable text received whenever the Spaniard concedes a goal, regardless of the shambles he's had to contend with in United's inconsistent backline for the majority of the season so far. In 21 Premier League games, the starting back four has remained unchanged just 4 times W2, D1, 1 lira. Stats do show that Gea has underperformed, but you could debate whether perception is skewed because he's set the bar so high. Just like you could debate why de Gea's opposite number on Sunday, Hugo Lloris, is prone to an occasional error without being labeled an erratic liability. Prior to this season, de Gea had been named in 4 consecutive PFA Teams of the Year and scooped 4 of the past 5 Player of the Year gongs at Old Trafford, while Lloris was runner-up to Thibaut Courtois as FIFA's best goalkeeper in 2018. Both, however, have come in for criticism of late. Lloris has actually improved on last season, yet his 2 well-documented mistakes were in high-profile Champions League games against Barcelona and PSV. Make an error in a big game and people will remember it, especially if, unlike his slip in presenting Croatia's Mario Mandzukic a lifeline in the World Cup final, the team doesn't win the game. As far as their individual glove-to-glove battle goes, Lloris significantly outperforms de Gea. Expected goals prevented David de Gea 2017-18, 11.70 2018-19, 1.70 Hugo Lloris 2017-18, 0. 90 2018-19, 5.0 last season. De Gea prevented almost 12 goals above what was expected, while Lloris conceded 1 more than expected. This season de Gea has gone backwards, conceding nearly 2 more than expected, while Lloris has improved, conceding 5 less than he should have. That puts him second only to the seemingly indomitable Alisson at 7 extra goals prevented. Save percentage: David de Gea 2017-18, 80.8% 2018-19, 68.8% Hugo Lloris 2017-18, 72. 7% 2018-19, 76.8%. Interestingly, de Gea is making more saves per game this season, but he's also facing slightly more shots and has conceded nearly 1 more goal per game. His save percentage has fallen drastically. The league-leading 80.8% from last season is bettered only by Alisson on 83. %1% this season, suggesting United's defensive form last term owed more to the keeper's shot stopping than it did Jose Mourinho's bus parking approach. Lloris has faced a similar number of shots per game, but has increased his save percentage, particularly with efforts from inside the box. Crosses claimed crosses caught claimed crosses dropped crosses punched. De Gea 2017-18 16-12 4-6 De Gea 2018-19 8-7-1-5 Lloris 2017-18 17-17 0-20 Lloris 2018-19 8-8-0-9 at just over the halfway mark of the season. Both keepers are on course to match similar numbers in the amount of crosses they come for. While De Gea has shown a slight improvement, Lloris is far superior in both the volume of crosses he attempts to claim and his success rate 100% across last season and so far through this. De Gea is more prone to catching and occasionally dropping, whereas Lloris favors punching and remains flawless when committing to his claim. Additionally, since the start of last 2017-18, Lloris has intercepted 44 through balls compared to 7 from De Gea in the same period, thus adopting the sweeper-keeper role far more effectively. The Frenchman is often regarded as rash when racing off his line, but he's actually very effective in doing so. De Gea's small numbers show how reliant he is on shot stopping, so the fact he currently lies 9th among Premier League goalkeepers in this area is clear evidence he's not been at his best. The issue is that De Gea's best has been near to superhuman. He hasn't been poor, but he has been statistically worse than previous campaigns when he's outperformed his rivals. That dip in form has been amplified and perhaps highlighted more so due to Spain's national press labeling him the scapegoat for a World Cup savagely obliterated by manager Julen Lopetegui's departure on the eve of the tournament. Moreover, mistakes in bigger games coupled with a drink-driving scandal at the start of the season has led to criticism of Lloris, despite the fact he's performing better than last season. Two very different goalkeepers meet on Sunday in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first real test as Manchester United manager. Regardless of perception, stats suggest Lloris may come out on top. Richard Lee is a former professional goalkeeper, most notably with Watford and Brentford. You can see more of his work at goalkeepersunion.net.